I think my point that I made a couple months back with that, whatever I titled the video about women, I think my point still stands, especially from what happened like 2 days ago. Had the biggest panic attack in my life, had the biggest anxiety attack in my life, almost blocked everybody on social media, almost blocked everybody in my family in general. I'm not gonna go into the reasons, right? Because it doesn't involve me, and it wasn't even anything that I was included in. And I don't want to keep bringing it up because it was traumatic. But I don't know what I'm gonna title this video yet. But I basically just know that in my heart, I think I'll always not be alone forever, or not want. I feel like it's more of like not wanting a relationship because of my own peace and my own, worth, and knowing that I don't need a woman to know my worth for shit. I know that very clearly now, because before I didn't. But now for the past like 2 years, I've known, and the few women that I have met are prime examples of why I want to be alone pretty much for the rest of my life. Not even really alone, just I don't want a relationship, and relationships don't have the satisfaction that I want and that I need. Because I'll always get back to a woman who either doesn't know, there's 3 boxes. I'll either get back to another woman that either doesn't know her worth and is depressed, or will guilt trip the fuck out of you and make her point stand and die on that hill and never take any accountability for her own actions. Or she's just loud and obnoxious and still guilt trips and still don't want to make herself feel wrong or be wrong, right? That was my point I wanted to get across. I've never really been in a relationship. I've only been in like could have beens, which is some shitty shit, but it's like, I think I learned from, and communication with women just sucks, and they don't like to take accountability, nor do they like to just say in word and voice what the fuck they want. They'll make you feel bad for not being able to read their mind or not being able to know what they want. So I don't think I want a relationship. I'm gonna be so real. And if you're young, bro, and you're watching this video, or if you're old, whatever the fuck age you are, and you feel like you need a relationship, or you feel like you're not worthy enough for a relationship, either or, you don't need a woman to tell you your worth, and you don't need a woman to make you feel worthy. You don't. The 4 women in my life right now that I have, I am grateful for them. But 2 out of those 4 I see very ill and weird and just obnoxious toxicity that I don't really want to see in other women, because I feel like the traits will still carry. It doesn't matter who the person is. The traits are still going to carry, because women just cannot take accountability and don't know how to quit when the argument or any of the conflict is getting bad. I saw firsthand of that literally 2 days ago. It's a very, very ill and toxic fucking world with these women, bro, and you have to be careful, bro. Whoever I'm speaking to. And I've never even been in a relationship. I've just seen things. And I've been in could have beens, which have also been toxic as fuck. One woman didn't know their worth and was depressed and wanted to push all her feelings on me. Another would never communicate, and her communication fucking sucked. Another would just never take accountability for any of the shit that she was wrong for. In my life still, I'm having problems with some of the women in my family that just want to be toxic and loud and obnoxious and never want to take accountability and want to just argue and be toxic all the fucking time. So I'm within my almost 21 years of living, I'm proud to say I'm single still. And even my friends will tell me that I should ask someone out or be in a relationship when they've already both lost their virginity, damn near. to some bitches that aren't even still in their life, bro. Nigga, that's 2 people out of the big ass music friend group that I have that have probably also lost their virginity. I don't know. Right? But it's just like you gotta pick. You can't just fuck, you know? You gotta think critically and you gotta think long term. I know this because of the people in my life who have also lost their virginity, probably, or just been around toxic women and loud women and women that don't know their worth. Everybody's either been in those 3 places. Everybody that I know has probably been in those 3 places. Motherfuckers talk to me about their relationship problems. Hell, I study this shit, I know this shit, and I'm fond about this shit. I'd rather help another nigga out with his woman problems than be in a relationship with a woman right now, in this stage of my life. I'll be 21 in a month, bro. I've never had a relationship, and I'm proud of that. Promise you. I could die on a hill. I'm proud that I don't have a relationship yet. I only have could-have-beens, which is cool with me. I'm not really, I don't miss anymore like I did. I don't chase. None of that. Like, I'm not, you show me that you're not worth my time, cool, we out. You know what I mean? It's not worth me crying or being angry because shit didn't work out between us. If shit didn't work out between us, it's only because of your actions or what you showing me in the moment. And it's only a could have been. And if it was a could have been, then it was a never been. So yeah. But my point still stands. And I think about it all the time. I just don't feel like I need a woman. And I have a father, my nigga, who doesn't know how to be alone. And thinks that he needs another woman in his life right now. During the time that I think I don't. He thinks he needs a woman in his life and he doesn't want to be alone. Me? And even though we're 30 years apart, my nigga, and like all of everything else, he feels like he needs a woman in his life right now. And he doesn't want to be alone. I don't. I'm very like different from my father, I'm starting to realize. We're similar in ways, but like I very, very strongly do not need a woman in my life. I don't know, maybe when I'm 30, 40 and when these bitches just aren't hoes and weirdos and, especially bitches that think it's just cool to drink every goddamn day and it's not. I've seen it, bro. I've seen so much. And women that just want to post they stuff on the internet and be weird and porn farm and all that. It's not healthy. And it's weird as fuck. I'm not gonna sit here and say though that men don't do the same shit. Like, men trick and chase and all that, and men ain't shit either. I know that. Men and women just won't be shit then, I guess. I don't know. I'll be the only motherfucker that has a brain and don't think with his dick. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's like streamers, my nigga, even I'm seeing the problem. And this is another thing that I gotta talk about privately. Streamers and YouTubers just don't know how to not put out their information in their relationship on camera. It's like I've seen relationships end with streamers because streamers didn't feel like it was a private thing to have their relationship disclosed or in a private section of their life, and just want to have everything on the media when the media ain't shit neither, and that shit will destroy you. I've seen so much, bro. I've seen so much toxic shit about streamers, and this is exactly why I don't want to join the streaming game, because that shit is toxic. Anybody will do anything and hate farm and go through any one of your woman's DMs and make any assumption up, right? Any motherfucker. They don't care about you, gang. anybody, if you put your relationship on the media, your relationship gonna be over in a second, bro. I promise. They gonna find her little Instagram, and they are going to farm hate and go in her DMs and fuck her whole shit up and your shit. Truthfully, they are going to assume anybody, the world is evil, motherfuckers that are fans of you, will sit here and hate farm and go through your DMs or her DMs and hate farm for the love of the fucking game because they do not care. I've seen it. I've seen streamers get broken up with because of false assumptions and shit. I've seen some of these women literally be leaked online, bro. It's a fucked up world and it's a fucked up relationship game. If this is what a relationship looks like, I'm good. I know my worth. And I know that I don't need a woman to tell me my worth or to be around even. How am I gonna want a woman in my life to, to do the same shit they do on the media? Why would I want that? And it's a bigger conversation for sure, but it's like, that's just the small shit, you know what I mean? So, that's pretty much it. I don't want to be this long, but I just want to talk my shit because, bro, the world is evil, the planet, women, I don't know what it is, but like, I've still not seen anything different from what I was saying 7-8 months ago. It's only really gotten worse. And women don't like to take accountability for shit and just say sorry. Like, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Old shit that you resolved and was months or a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they'll continue to bring it up and never actually move on from it. And they'll just bring it up constantly to make you feel lower than who you are. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Protect yourself, for real, is basically pretty much probably what I'll name this video too. Protect yourself, because women are fucking evil and they'll do anything to belittle you and make sure you don't know who you are. And shit, it goes the same for men. Some men ain't shit either. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect or men are perfect or none of that. Women and men just both ain't shit in their own ways. I've only named the women aspect because that's all I'm used to. And that's all my friends are around is women. My niggas, so yeah. Yeah. But protect yourself and never think you know somebody the entire 9 yards, because you don't. And people are going to show you they are. You're never really going to know who someone is entirely. That's the other thing I wanted to say. You're never really going to know who someone is. You can give your 100%. They will still only give you 20%, 30%, and then hide the rest of the bullshit that they doing in front of your fucking face from you. That's the bigger aspect of the protect yourself part that I'm trying to get across. So, that's it for me.